Troll Worship. I don't know where that voice came from, and I apologize. It's staying in, though. It's staying in. We got a new logo. Spring logo over here. Up there somewheres. Thank you so much, as usual, to our amazing artist. Link in the description down below, which, by the way, also happens to have our subscription button, which you should click. Right meow. That's right. Bringing back old jokes. Also, both myself and my opponent have cats on our whatevers, our avatars. So I think it's time for all the cat jokes. Ooh, Inquisition. All right, well, Inquisition takes our Stoneforge, I'm sure. Though we do have an Eternal Witness, so we can just get it back. So maybe this is not too bad, actually. I guess whatever our opponent takes, we can just get back with Eternal Witness. And if they don't take Eternal Witness, then we just play a good card. They take the Skyclave, all right. So I guess the question is, do we play, like, our opponent's on, what, Jund, the Rock, something? So are we going to play our Stoneforge Mystic, leaving up nothing, or do we just play Eternal Witness? I think we just play Eternal Witness. Maybe that's wrong? Probably wrong. But, like, if our opponent just gets rid of our, I guess we could have also just gotten a land. We don't know if Skyclave Apparition is going to be good. Though we have to assume it's going to be good because our opponent got rid of it. So, Verdant Catacombs cracks the Catacombs. And then what? A Bob. Alright. Well, I would say we're up against the Rock here. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I'm assuming that, what do we want here? I guess we'll play white. So let's go ahead and get down our Stoneforge Mystic. And we're gonna offer up the trade. Let's grab our Batterskull, as our opponent suspects we will. But we do also have a sword. We have a sword! So we're gonna offer this trade here. I think I would 100% be happy with them blocking. Obviously they're not going to. They want to draw more cards. Yep. Yep. Thoughtseize. Alright, well they get to take our Batterskull. Unless they take our Sword of Feast and Famine. Sword of Feast and Famine is actually pretty good against them. We'll see. What do you want, opponent? I got options. This is nice, too, obviously. They do take the sword, yeah. And a Goyf. Sure. Passing it back to us. Goyf is big. Goyf is a 3/4. But we've got a 4/4. Yeah, they're going to get in with Bob here, which is fine. Nothing we can do about it. Oh, I skipped my main phase. I guess that's fine. We didn't need to play anything on our main phase here. Obviously not exactly what we want to do. We're going to play Skyclave Apparition. No, we're not. I guess we could play Second Mystic, actually, to go get our last equipment. Leaving up an activation of the other. And this way, depending on what our opponent does here, we can respond with either Maul or Batterskull. Because our opponent just has like Inquisition or Thoughtseize or something, then our choices become a little redundant. I did almost play the Skyclave though. That would have, I mean, would have gotten rid of their Goyf, but I don't know if we necessarily care about Goyf. We're more worried about, like, I don't know what we're worried about. I'm tempted to do, well, actually, I guess we can just do next turn. We can put down Maul. And then we have a Flying Batterskull, and I think it's all over at that point. All over but the Cryon. Do they attack? Let's see, land. Do we have an instant? There's no instants. Okay, so they can pump this to a 4/5. So we're not going to block with Batterskull. Because if they have instant, then that's obviously not good for us. Do we block? I don't think so. So we have the potential to just like Alpha Strike next turn if our opponent doesn't have some bodies to put down. There's a body. I don't know if that's... Okay, they're just going to level it up. We have Skyclave, which don't care about Hexdrinker's protection from instants. Alright, so let's activate. Pay life. Yeah, we're going to put down Batterskull. Always yield to Batterskull. And then I think... Ooh, Troll Ascetic. So, what do we do here? We can tap a Stoneforge to put down Maul. Maul gets in for... Let's see, because then we also do... 2, 3, 4... we don't have quite enough to get rid of the... I don't know if it matters, though. Well, I guess if they have a kill spell to get rid of our Germ, then Hexdrinker could be bad. Next turn... So it's leveled up to 3 to 7, so they can't... Well, no, potentially if they have another land next turn, they could level it up all the way up to 8. So does that mean we have to get rid of it now? Maybe. Maybe it does. Or can we Alpha Strike here? One's at 12. This adds +2, +2. So we get rid of their one blocker. They can block one thing. So they take... Let's give us +2, +2. So it's 6, 7, 8. So not quite. And this becomes a 6, 6. But we're going to gain a bunch of life. We're going to put down the Maul. I'm going to put down the Maul. And equip it to Germ. And then we're going to go to combat, attack for 6 in the air. This brings us back up to 16 as well, which keeps us fairly safe from our opponent cracking back. And it means we have lethal on board for sure next turn. Inquisition... Okay, well, Inquisition is awkward here, I guess, with our Skyclave. We can also draw a card with Horizon Canopy. Does make our mana a little worse. Opponent's down to 5, though. They have to be careful about even what they attack with. Again, I suppose they could have a removal spell. They could easily have Fatal Push, Assassin's Trophy, all that jazz. So maybe we should have just gotten rid of Hexdrinker. We're going bloodthirsty here. We're going bloodthirsty. We're not holding back. Opponent also is eventually going to die to their own Bob, potentially. I don't know that we ever block Bob at this point. With our opponent down to 5. Maelstrom Pulse. Alright. Yep, nothing we can do about that. Pay 3 to bounce back to hand. This equips for 4, which means we can't really crack our Horizon Canopy. I was going to say, opponent, are you sure about that? Are you sure you want to do that? Oh, they're thinking. They're thinking. I wonder if they're going to save up a Fatal Push or if they're going to use their Inquisition. Opponent deciding if they could attack or not. I mean, the other thing here, too, is that we could equip Maul to Eternal Witness, as long as we don't kill anything here. Yeah, plays Inquisition, sure. To get rid of Skyclave Apparition again. Sure. Another troll ascetic. Not what we wanted to see. Alright, well, I think we just equip up Eternal Witness here and hope they flip something terrible with Bob. They don't have... This doesn't get, like, reach or something, does it? That would be dumb. Alright, we need our opponent to not flip over a land with Bob. I mean, we're still in okay shape, even if they do, but I would be much happier. Alright, here we go! Yeah! What was it? Scavenging Ooze! Death by Bob! Alright, alright. So, Thrun seems okay. Here, Relics, maybe? What else? Mark of Asylum, prevent all non-combat damage, no. Do we want Rest in Peace? Maybe. What are we taking out? So this is the rock. So they have removal. Maybe... We don't have a lot of ways to deal with their creatures, so I want to keep in Skyclaves. Maybe one Stoneforge. It's worse against all of their hand hate. The Worship Plan is going to be risky because they do have ways to remove it. Eat Witness seems pretty okay. Neither Reliquary probably doesn't do much. Witch Stalker is kind of hilarious. And then maybe like a Birds of Paradise. We could have also brought in the Rest in Peace for more Graveyard Hate, but they're not necessarily a Graveyard deck. This hand is real slow. We do have Stoneforge Mystic turn 2, but that's if, like, that's if we get to keep any of the cards in hand. So I'm gonna, well, I mean, they're gonna strip our hand, so maybe we just keep it. Like, there's almost no way we get to play the Stoneforge Mystic. They have 2 turns to rip it out of our hands. Out of our cold, dead fingers. Alright. Alright. Hex Drinker on turn 1 is a little rough. It's a little rough. So, I guess we just lead with Garden Go. And let's see what comes next. Does our opponent just go all in on the snake? Cast Night's Whisper. Alright. Sure. That is alright. I wonder if our opponent's saving their hand hate for when we do play this Stoneforge Mystic. Which, you know, we're gonna do. I will say yes. I will grab the Batterskull. Sort of Feast and Famine also could be pretty good here. Potentially even better, maybe. Verdant Catacombs. Is this like Liliana? This could be Liliana. Looks like Liliana. Ah, Fatal Push. Okay. Sure. Sure. And a Bob. Absolutely. Alright. Question is going to be... We don't have blockers, silly. Question is going to be... And we draw the sword anyways. Question is... I guess we just play Skyclave to get rid of Hex Drinker? Or do we get rid of Bob because it's going to draw them a million cards and we don't actually care about Hex Drinker? I guess we just get rid of Bob. Alright. Alright. Bob is out. Bob is gone. Baba John. Treetop Village. Sure. We're also just going to be able to play this Batterskull naturally. Opponent's not putting a lot of pressure. Yep. Yep, activates. Sure. Yeah, no blocks from us. I skipped my main phase again. Alright, well, that's fine. We weren't gonna do anything fun in our main phase anyways, right? Okay. So, I think we're pretty okay to never draw lands again. Do we get down Worship or Troll Ascetic here? Or Sword? Tempted to go Sword. Actually, you know what? We need another creature in case of Liliana. I mean, our opponent's at 3. They're probably just going to land level up to 8 Hex Drinker next turn, which will be kind of problematic. Though again, we do have Batterskull we can play. Yeah, let's play the Troll. This is not mana efficient necessarily, but we can also pretend we have Path Up. Though I think it has protection from instants at this point. Plays another field. Hey, we've got one of those. Levels up. Are they just going to go all the way? All right, it is a race. It is a race. Oh man, I wish there was a way I could play Batterskull and Sword. Yeah, no blocks, because we can't. Down to 6. I suppose if our opponent... I guess we just have to play Worship then? So let's crack this now while we can. Grab our Temple Garden. Hit no. Hit okay. Path to Exile would have been good a while ago. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alright, well, we're going to play a Worship and see if our opponent can do anything about it. Can you kill it or all of our creatures? Not hard for them to do. Our opponent has actually quite a few different removal spells. Worship's actually probably not that great against them. It does slow them down a little bit, hopefully, if they don't have the right removal spell. Oh yeah, they just have the right removal spell. Alright. Undo. Concede. Yep. Our opponent has it. Okay, so after seeing that, do we need anything else? I don't think so. We just have to hope our game... I mean, maybe we take out Worships, right? After seeing that and seeing how bad Worship is against this deck. That's entirely possible. I can see it. By the way, I know I already said it once, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, because it really helps out our channel. We appreciate it a lot. Look at this pretty Eternal Witness. Okay, well, this hand looks pretty similar to what we had before. We're going to put Maul to the bottom, I think, because we could just go search it out with Stoneforge if we really want it. Opponent mulliganing down to 6. Windswept Heath and go. Do you have the Hand Hate? Play Schwamp. They have the Hand Hate. Okay. Suppose we should just crack now so we can F6, but that would be silly. We do have Eternal Witness, so Thoughtseize not doing as well. I mean, it really slows us down, I guess, is really what it's doing. Slowing us down quite a bit. Temple Garden coming into play, tapped. I don't know what that was. Oh. Interesting that our opponent took the Eternal Witness. That probably means they have extra Hand Hate in hand now. And are just going to take our Batterskull out of our hands. Yes. We're gonna get sword. I'm gonna get sword this time. It's a thing I can play. And I'm worried that our opponent's just gonna like kill our Stoneforge Mystic here. Plays the Verdant Catacombs. We do not have a lot going on. Yep, sure. Saw that coming a mile away. Gavany Township. And, well, we're gonna play a sword. I guess, you know, once we get a creature, it'll be pretty good. Liliana's pretty bad for us right here. Tarming Wife, not so bad. That's not great. I don't think we crack it now either. I think we have to wait. So we're going to take a hit from this Goyf. Oh, plays a Bobble. I guess they are a Luris deck. Luris. Alright, they know the top card of our library. We're also about to know the top card of our library. Down to 15. Our opponent is like probably just leaving up. Oh, okay, another Goyf, sure. So our opponent is leaving up like Fatal Push or something. So we need to draw through. Well, that's something they can't Fatal Push, but it also means that we can't just play it off this. Like, we can't play it and play sort of Feast and Famine. Double Skyclave. Oof, we have to shock this in here. That's not ideal. This does mean that we're getting rid of both of our opponent's current threats. We'll take the untapped Goyf. Because that'll make a difference. This does also mean that if they have a Fatal Push in hand that is now activated, so they can, you know, Fatal Push our Skyclave and make us sad. Like that. Okay. Funny enough, Sword of Feast of Famine gives us protection from green and black, but not from blue. Not from blue. Alright. Alright. This is going to be a tough one, I think, for us. This is going to be a tough match anytime. They just have so many ways to deal with our stuff. Night's Whisper draws 2 cards, loses 2 life. Plays a Bob. Yep, seems pretty safe to play a Bob. I mean, I guess if we draw an extra land here. Pad the Exile. So we just have to play our second Skyclave and then end up blocking with it, probably. That's not cool. Alright, we need our opponent to whiff a lot. Abrupt Decay is probably not a whiff here. Probably not a whiff. Yeah, they target the spirit, of course. Alright, so we need to draw. I don't even know. I don't even know what we need to draw. Something pretty darn good. Our opponent's going to attack for 4 here. We need to, like. I don't even know. I don't even know what we draw here. We need to draw. No, I don't think anything does it, really. Opponent's drawing extra cards. Noble Hierarch is something, I guess. But our opponent's like almost definitely going to just like kill it immediately as we go to equip it. I'm assuming, in which case we scoop. It survives. Oh, but it doesn't matter because we can only path one thing. Well, we're going to pretend like we know what we're doing. Reveals Fatal Push. Haha, your Fatal Push can't hurt me now. Maybe they only attack with 2 things, right? That could be a thing. If they only attack with 2 things, then we're fine. Like maybe they really want to keep their Bob. GG, well played, opponent. GG, well played. We die. We die. Oh, well, what you gonna do? Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. Yeah, this was fun. That was a rough match. I think that's gonna be a tough one anytime. Beating all the removal and hand hate. Really the hand hate, for sure. We are a troll worship deck, but we have light hexproof stuff. So, all right, let's go on to the next match and see what.
Thank you for watching High Ground MTG with co-hosts Kai Guy and Spiny Mouse. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click that like button, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future episodes of High Ground MTG. For even more videos, be sure to check out our playlist so that you can have the high ground.